All right, I failed at daily vlogging. This isn't really the video that I wanted to make because I really wanted to be consistent and go 6 months, a year with daily uploads. As you saw in yesterday's video, I went to New York / New Jersey / Connecticut for the weekend to shoot a comedy show for Akash Singh, who's a stand-up comedian. And to be honest, I really had all intentions of like vlogging Friday, uploading Friday night, vlogging Saturday, uploading Saturday night, coming home, and then continuing on Sunday. My intention was to land at Newark, take an Uber or the train into the city, find like a coffee shop that I could do work at and work for a few hours until we went to the show. But unfortunately, because of COVID restrictions, New York seemed to have all indoor dining like kind of locked down. So there were no coffee shops, Starbucks, Whole Foods, everybody had their like interior seating closed off and I couldn't really sit anywhere to get Wi-Fi to work. So that kind of started the day off crazy. And then on top of that, he picked up a bunch of camera gear and stuff that I'll talk about in a minute that I had to like unpack and get somewhat familiar with to shoot the show in Connecticut in like 4 hours. So because of the 3-hour drive up to Connecticut because of New York traffic, which only should have taken an hour and 20 minutes at the most, it was like cutting it fairly close timing wise. Once we got to the venue, it was a little different than we thought it was gonna be. We thought it was gonna be an outdoor arena. It ended up being an indoor venue and the audio was like really, really harsh. So I was like trying to figure out how I was gonna do that and manage that. Then I had to set the cameras up. Didn't really know the system. They're Sony's and I didn't really know the system. So I had to figure out like the settings and how to put everything into manual. And it was just commotion. It was crazy. And then after the show, we packed up, went back to New York, and then Saturday we shot a skit for him. There was just so much going on. I realized that I have yet to figure out how to manage the vlog during the day at the same time while working. And like I can do it with my 9 to 5 because it's easier, everything. I know what I'm doing there. And going there and filming, it was really crazy. And I knew that I just needed to put 100% of my focus on work and on what I was doing so I didn't mess that up. And unfortunately, I had to not film on Saturday much. I didn't really film Sunday. Once I got home, I had editing to do from the weekend. I have to edit the skit, I had to edit the show. So Sunday I didn't really film much either, and I kind of relaxed because it was a really long 40 some hours up in the city. And yeah, so I missed a couple days. I'm back at it now that I'm a little caught up with the shows and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really want to miss, but I just had to do what I had to do. And if it meant missing a couple of the daily vlogs, then that was just the sacrifice that I was willing to take. I knew that this week I'd be back at it and continue putting videos out and stuff. So that's the reason that I didn't upload anything Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What is really cool about the weekend, other than the footage that I did get on Friday, is I got a bunch of new gear to test out and play with and use for the shows, but I got to take a bunch of it home because he didn't really want to store it at his place. I had the space, and then when I fly out to the different shows, I could just check bags, bring it with me. But what's cool is I have it here, so I get to use it. I'm using it right now. This is a second camera right here. This is shot on the Sony PXW Z90V, I think. Yeah, it's the Sony PXW Z90V. It is technically a camcorder, shoots in 4K. It has a built-in Zeiss lens. I think at its widest it's 29 millimeters, and then it zooms into 135-ish, I want to say, which is perfect for doing the comedy clubs and stuff like that. It shoots 4K 8-bit 420, or it shoots HD 10-bit 422, which is pretty awesome. So I can play with a couple different color profiles and codecs and stuff like that, which I've never really had the opportunity to do. And then, like I'm saying right now, I can use this as like a talking head thing, and it also comes with the like pro audio handle. So it's got a bunch of, see if that focuses. So on this side, it has XLR inputs. On this side, it's got all the pro audio controls, gain, all that kind of stuff. It's got a nice flip out screen that rotates so I can see myself. I actually can see myself on the screen right now. It's got a pop out viewfinder. And yeah, it's a pretty awesome little camera. I haven't played with it a ton. I just figured out how to get all the settings into manual to save them, because every time I turned the camera off at the show and turned it back on, it would reset all my settings. So I just figured out how to save those to the memory card, which is awesome. That's the biggest thing that came out of this weekend, is I came home with a ton of gear, and I'm super excited to play with some of this stuff. And yeah, unfortunately the daily vlog took a hit, but you know, it was an amazing opportunity to go shoot the show by myself, especially, you know, rocking with all the new gear that I didn't really know how to use. And then next Wednesday, I'm flying to Minnesota to do 5 shows, a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm gonna be there for 4 days, which is gonna be pretty awesome. I'm flying home Sunday, so technically I'll be there 5 days. So yeah, aside from the chaos and the new gear and all that stuff, it was a pretty amazing weekend. It's really awesome to, you know, do work and build relationships with my favorite comedians. Like, I'm not just saying that because I work for them. Like, I've been listening to the podcast Flagrant 2 since it started in, I think, 2017. And just slowly I've had more and more opportunities to do stuff with them. Thanks to everyone who reached out and asked where the vlogs were over the weekend. I didn't really get back to everybody that quickly, but I did explain what happened. So I'm gonna go edit this. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Do everything everyone else says. Always be yourself. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.